Leading the field to the green here at the four corners of Toronto is Ryan Griffin. On his outside is Denny Hamilton, and it's a pretty even start as they round out turn number 1. And then in turn number 2, Hamilton has the lead, but Ryan Griffin clears him out and retains it for the next few laps as Harmony Penninger finds herself in second place and trying to chase down Ryan Griffin. But the first caution will happen as Brittany Henderson bounces off the rear bumper of Seamus Rourke into Aaron Beckett, and David LeBlanc gets involved. First caution 12 laps in. As you see, everybody joins the pit road to make sure they have a full tank of fuel and new tires. And as you see, a lot of people had a slow pit stop, so a lot of guys are in the tail end of the lead lap. As you can see, Andrew as you can see, Joey Sinclair, Seamus Rourke, among others. And now Harmony Penninger trying to chase down Ryan Griffin. She pushes the 98 of Ben Schneider. It's a huge crash, instantly a red flag, enormous crash. Harmony Penninger shoved the 98 and the 46 together, and that sent everybody into, oh my god, Joey Sinclair went into the air. Thankfully everybody was alright, but that's a big crash and a big red flag. 20 laps in, the officials called her to holler, and they were not happy for that little shove, because that's what caused everything. As you see, Bianca Dawson make 8th lap for the lead of the race. Is it gonna be enough? And she's ready to make it. She might actually be able to do it. And now Ryan Griffin chasing down Bianca Dawson. As you see, Ryan Walker running in 4th place and Taylor Matthews running 8th despite being involved in that huge crash on lap 19. On lap 47, Ryan Griffin catches up to Bianca Dawson. Turn number 1, he makes his move. Is it gonna be enough? Is it gonna be enough? Looks like it will be, and Ryan Griffin takes the lead on lap 47. He is back into the first position. And right behind them, Sean Cow takes the 4th place from Ryan Walker. Right behind, it's Taylor Matthews taking the 5th position from Walker. Finally, that damage caught up to him, and he's gonna start going really slow for the next few laps because he can't quite reach for top speed as Kate Taylor blows up, drops a lot of debris on track. 53 laps in, 3 cautions in this race. The restart happens with Griffin still leading on lap number 60. And once again, a lot of the guys that pitted had very bad pit stops, and this caused them to drop way back. As Denny Hamilton gets tagged by Emma Young, and he gets sent around on the restart. As Ryan Griffin now leads the field to the green, Harmony Penninger trying to chase him. Now Sean Cow now finds himself in 3rd, and Bianca Dawson into the back of Trey Ashby. Ashby gives it back, and that's the 5th caution of the race. Taylor Matthews hits the number 45. Lee Schmidt hits the 75. Let's go aboard with championship leader Taylor Matthews as she strikes the number 45 and eliminates herself from the race. In the meantime, her teammate takes the lead on the pits. Sean Cow finds himself in 2nd. However, on the restart, Ryan Griffin, great restart, already go to the inside of Sean Cow, and now he's already on the inside of Penninger with 20 laps to go. There goes Ryan Griffin on the inside. We have a bit of stack up. Troy Griffin into the back of Emma Young. Emma Young full throttle into the side of Sean Cow, and he goes around in front of the field. That's another caution as Ryan Griffin leads the field to the green with 87 on 100 laps. And Trey Ashby into the back of Jeb Lacey sends Jeb Lacey into the pits, and he goes around. 7th caution of the race, 88 laps in. This will set up a 7-lap trophy dash as the green flag will fly with Ryan Griffin on the lead. Ryan Griffin leads the way, Harmony Penninger 2nd, Bianca Dawson in 3rd, and then we have another caution as David LeBlanc bounces off the line to Lloyd McIntyre and Ryan Walker, and that's the 8th caution, and that is going to set up a 1-lap shootout for the win. Ryan Griffin leads them down wide, and green flag is in the air, and Griffin has a great start. He already runs away, and rounding out turn number 3, Griffin has a commanding lead, and rounding the 4th turn, Ryan Griffin will take his first win in NAC. This is the first win for Ryan Griffin and the first win for Ike Durbin Incorporated in the North American Auto Club. And on top of that, they take the 150 points, the most you can make in a weekend, by winning the pole, leading one lap, and leading most laps in the process. Harmony Pettinger has to settle for a second place, a bitter second place. Bianca Dawson third after being on quite a bit of trouble. Matt Stern fourth, a very clean race by him. Flannery Moore, Lee Schmidt, Steven Arroyo, and Andrelyn Caldwell are 5th through 8th. Brittany Henderson surprising everybody, an amazing race by Henderson to end in 9th place. Troy Griffith is 10th, Mason Yokoyama 11th, and true surprises right there. Jack Patterson 12th, Aaron Beckett 13th, showing that Speed Enterprises is starting to show a lot of speed late in the year. Caitlin Richter 14th, David LeBlanc, Danny Hamilton, Ryan Walker are 14th through 17th. Lloyd McIntyre, Corbin Dempsey, and Rachel Jackson are 3 more surprises in the top 20. Let's go trackside for round number 2. Leading the field in the second race here in Toronto is Demi Barton. Great start for her against Rebecca Pellerin, who dominated the first few races in the series until she got called to drive the Gabriel Macedo racing car in Dash Cup back in Europe. Great start by Barton by fighting with the 27th. First caution on lap 3 as Lucas Calhoun gets into the back of Tom Cowell, sends him around, and Cowell gets hit by a few people there. Green flags in the air, and after not pitting, multiple guys jump to the front as you see Thomas Tucker, Charlie Smith, and Derek Trent in the lead as Jamal Schmidt dumps the 36. Naomi Baldwin and Kevin Whitehill, George A. Bravo have nowhere to go. They hit the 36 of David Cross after he was dumped by Danny Hamilton. Leading the field of the ring is still Derek Trent. Trent had a great start. Oh, he's a bit boxed. He gets into the back of the 31, into the 12, and here comes Charlie Smith into the back of the 34, and that's another caution. Charlie Smith could not slow down, got sent around by Kirk Jones, and that's a big stack up. I can't fault anyone, and that puts Ross Curry in second place, with the lead being of Thomas Tucker when we restart everything on lap 24. And as you can see, Derek Trent now trying to work his way back to the first position. He restarted in 4th place after that stack up. And as you see, Lucy Barton running there in 6th place. And now she's gonna take 3rd by lap 40. And as you can see on lap 50, Thomas Tucker holds 3 seconds over Charlie Smith, his teammates, and 8 seconds over Lucy Barton that is running in 3rd place. And on lap 57, Tyre goes down to the number 9. Tyre goes down to number 9. Thomas Tucker is gonna have to leave the track from the lead. He's gonna lose 2 laps when he heads into the pit road. And this is gonna put Kelly Ashcroft in the first position as she faces a lot of lap cars in the way. Marshall Nor and Michelle Overton with problems as well. Lucy Barton right behind her. And now Thomas Tucker is gonna compound his frustrations, get into the back of his teammate Charlie Smith, and setting up the 4th caution of the race. He gets sent to the side by Austin Sanders in lap 69. Is the Charlie Smith hit the number 9. This is gonna be a weird team reunion after the race for Ashcroft Family Racing. As Kelly Ashcroft leads the field to the green by lap 75, she has a big chance of winning this race. We only have 9 cars on lead lap as Lucy Barton makes the move. Could this be finally Lucy Barton's day on the inside of Kelly Ashcroft to take the lead? Lucy Barton takes the first position as you see Ross Curry is in 10th place, 1 lap down. He had a tire going down and he lost a lap on the pits during the caution. As Kelly Ashcroft crossover move on the inside on turn number 2. And Kelly Ashcroft gets it done. Riley McKee gets it tagged by Tia Robertson into the pit wall, and he gets hit by multiple people there. As you see, Daniel Sanchez, Tom Cowell, and Andrew Cross end up hitting them. Marshall North gets involved as well. Another restart happens on lap 82, and Kelly Ashcroft already puts herself in front of Ross Curry. She creates a barrier between her and Lucy Barton, and this sets up as Barton can't pass Ross Curry because Ross Curry is just as fast as anyone else in the field. And Lucy Barton's gonna have a big fight trying to pass Curry, and she's not being able to make it. As in 3rd place, you see Danielle Young. 4th place is Jamal Schmidt. Fifth place is Rebecca Pellerin, having a great run. Her first oval race back from Europe. And Lexi Percy into the back of Thomas Tucker. Tucker revives, and that's the sixth caution with 8 laps to go. Ben Atkins, Daniel Sanchez get involved, and this is gonna set another one-lap shootout, the second one-lap shootout of the weekend. And green and white flags are in the air for Kelly Ashcroft. Turn number 1, Ashcroft holds the lead, and she will keep the dominance as rounding out the final 2 corners to get her second win of the year, Kelly Ashcroft. Second win of the year for Kelly Ashcroft. Lucy Martin is second place after a really good race by her. Jamal Schmidt involved in a bit of trouble, ends up in third. Rebecca Pellerin showing that she still hasn't missed the beat in fourth place. Derek Trent fifth. Daniel Young, Tammy Barton, Benjamin Dangerfield are 5th through 8th. Ross Curry, great result for DHR Enterprises in 9th. Lauren Stevenson, another top 10 for him in 10th place. Danielle Sanchez, another of the big surprises in this short track battle in 11th. 12th place is Lexi Percy after being in quite a bit of trouble as well. Johnny Harrison 13th place, good result for the Canadian rookie. Ben Atkins 14th. Charlie Smith and Thomas Tucker 15th and 16th for the Ashcroft Family Racing Team. Jesse Simon, Austin Sanders, Michelle Overton, and Riley McKee closed the top 20. After 14 of 22 weekends, Taylor Matthews leads the championship with 1,145 points. Jamal Schmidt has made quite a bit of gains on her after Matthews suffered quite a few problems in round number 1. Harmony Penninger is 167 points behind. Lee Schmidt 172. Flannery Moore 180, the last driver within 200 points of Matthews. Then you have Andrelyn Caldwell, the only driver within 300 points. And then from Kelly Ashcroft on forward, everyone is more than 300 points behind Matthews. Honestly, I wouldn't count anybody up to Boyd Abbott. These are the people that can make quite a bit of gains. But for Thomas Tucker, Lucas Calhoun, Rebecca Pellerin, and the rest of the full-time drivers, it's gonna be a lot of hardships, and they're gonna have to make a lot of gains in the coming weekends to take the championship lead. The next race for the North American Auto Club will be in the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course in Lexington. I'll see you next time.